So one of the things that I was really keen on introducing into Marketly, especially on the client side, was the ability for them to easily refer, for them to easily do all the sort of stuff that is going to help you build your business, get you more clients, get you more social proof, and just get you out in front of the world and get you in front of more people. So what I've built into Marketly is the ability for you to incentivize your clients, if you want to, for doing a variety of things. Now, I'm going to show you two stages here. If we jump into company, what you're going to see in company settings is rewards. What you're able to do is set up a rewards program for basically incentivizing any sort of behavior you want, whether it's referrals, whether it's a video testimonial, whether it is leaving a review, whether it's even something as crazy as, and I had this idea only a couple of weeks ago and I just had to implement it, something like taking a selfie, and you can actually you can request that through the app. So it's like, they can actually take a photo, upload it into the app, and it's going to automatically, on your approval, so it's not fully automatic, but you're able to see the image come back up into Marketly. Once you approve it, it's actually going to be pushed out onto your social media, your company's social media automatically. And that's all done through our socials connection. So obviously I'm not going through social connections and how to do that and the ads and all that sort of stuff. That's all for another video on the broker side, how to actually use Marketly. But what you need to know now is that we can use the tools that we've built into Marketly, for example, the social connections, to allow users and brokers to do some really unique, interesting, fun things that no other app is going to offer. One of those being pushing rewards, pushing reviews, and pushing things like, if you take a selfie, send it back to us through the app, and we can then push that out onto our socials. And what you can do is actually reward your clients for doing so with whatever you like. So in company, I have made a club. I've made a rewards program. I've just called this the Marketly Client Club. You can call your program whatever you like, and it could be a referral rewards program. It could be a milestone stepped program. It could be like even a double-sided program. So you're rewarding the referrer and the referee as well. You can set this up however you like. You can set up the points however you like. You can set up the actions however you like. You can set up the milestones however you like. It's completely customizable for whatever you want. And something that is in the background, I haven't actually pushed it live yet, so I don't have anything to show you on the platform today. But you do have the ability, and you will have the ability by the time you see this, to actually push gift cards to people directly from the app. So if you wanted to send them a $50 gift voucher, like a $50 cash voucher, if you wanted to do that, if you wanted to send them out to a really nice restaurant, if you wanted to give them, I think a really nice one is on the day that they're moving, just send them like a $100 Uber Eats voucher. So then, they're in the midst of trying to unpack their kitchen and all the rest of it, sending something to them on that day to say, here, thanks so much for using us, really appreciate it. Here's a bit of a gift surprise. It's $100 Uber Eats, like go get some dinner, because I know that you're going to be super stressed out because all your pots and pans are packed away. That sort of thing really embellishes, really engages your clients, really makes them think like, wow, you guys are amazing. So that's something that you can do separately, the whole gift carding thing. The actual rewards and incentives program, you can create whatever you want. So I've just made up a bit of a demo one here. It's called the Marketly Client Club. We're using points, but you can use whatever you want. Promo headline, promo body, how it works. You can add a bit of a promo image there as well. Ways to earn. So you can add whatever action. I suspect that most people will choose the same: referrals, video testimonials, move-in selfie, leave a review, take a home open selfie, like whatever you like. Come up with whatever you want. It's completely up to you. You can add any action there, and then you can add tiers as well if you want to. So if there's like, if you've got a club, or if you want your clients to see what they're aiming at. For example, here we've got bronze. If you get 10 points, you get crisp high fives. Silver, it's going to be 50 points, and you get a $100 dinner voucher. If you reach 1,000 points, then we're actually going to send you, we're going to gift you a $1,000 gift voucher for Flight Centre, or maybe even Luxury Escapes or something along those lines. You can add whatever tiers you want, and yeah, it's just something super fun. So you can promote that. Where your client will actually find it, again, I've got my phone open here, is on the refer page. So as part of your client clicking around, they are almost certainly going to click on the refer button. And when they do, if you have a program that you have switched on, so I can turn it on and off up here, but they're going to see, you can see Marketly Client Club, the Marketly Client Club. If they tap on that, they're going to see everything to do with your particular program. So a nice promotional image, you can put up whatever you want, how the client club works, what it is, how to get there, and you can see the little video testimonial and take a home open selfie, little checkboxes. They're not able to check those off. Only you can do that as they move through the program. As they do, let's say that you're wanting to ask for a testimonial or ask for a review. That is something that you can actually push directly through the workspace. So if we go to the workspace here, and I do need to add more of these workspace actions in, but let's say we get to the stage where we're wanting to ask for a review because we know that we've done pretty good work. We can literally just push this. You can see who it's going to send to. You can put in the service provided. If you want, you can actually suggest a review that they can just copy and paste into Google Reviews. Or you can write something yourself, or you can just leave this completely blank. If you want to be even lazier than that and you want to suggest a UI AI review, let's just put in home loan. You can just hit generate review with AI. What it's going to do is pull in the client's name. It's going to pull in the broker name, pull in the broker company, and it's just going to make something up. Alex is a she. Probably got a bit of work to do there. We'd probably obviously change that to he, so this is not perfect. We haven't given the AI there just enough information. Recommend Marketly to anyone. Cool. So we can go create and send. You can see that review request has now been sent off. And what your client will receive is a push notification saying, hey, would you mind leaving us a review? So they can tap on that and they will be able to leave a review. Now, what it's going to go through first. Okay, so your client is going to get a notification and then also a task in their workspace to say leave a review. Now, if they don't do it straight away, you can actually set up an automation so that it will automatically follow them up until they do. And then the point at which they do, they'll stop getting the automation. So we found at Voyage, quite often clients the first time around, when you first ask them, they're just super busy. They're in the middle of settlement or moving, we sort of found no matter when we did it, it was sometimes not done. But the actual follow-up, the second time we asked, was almost always the time that we'd get the review done. And I built that in. So if you're wanting to have a follow-up to the review section, if they don't do it, the review question, if they don't do it straight away, you are able to set automatic SMS or push notifications or requests like 2 days, 3 days later, or a week later. You can set that up completely according to what you want. What they'll do is they'll either tap the notification, they can go to their emails because we send them an email as well, or they can come in to leave a review and go leave a review. And what it's going to ask them for first is this really, really important question. You want to make sure that even though you're pretty sure you're going to get a good review, that you are going to actually get a good review. Would you recommend? If someone taps no, it's going to ask them how you would rate. And if they go 3 or below, they're going to be able to actually provide feedback that it's going to come back to you. So hopefully you're going to get some honest feedback there. If they go yes, they would. You're actually going to come back. They're actually going to come back to the same star page. But if they leave a 4 or 5 star review, that's going to go great. Love that. I just had to go and fix a small bug there. But you'll now see that the review that we have suggested is showing up here. They're able to use that or not. Again, it's just a suggestion. If they do, all they need to do then is just go submit and review on Google. That's going to take them straight through to your Google review page, which I don't actually think I've hooked up for Marketly, so it's probably not going to display here. What it's also going to do is actually give you a review on Marketly. So in case you don't know, Marketly is also a directory. We will use the same review on Marketly as the one that is sent to Google. So pressing that button both submits it to Marketly, and it'll also copy it and open your Google review page. So all that they need to do is just paste that review in. That's pretty much it, but yeah, that's just the review section. We can also do video testimonials, and there's a whole bunch of stuff. Given that they've got the app in their hands, there's a whole bunch of stuff that we can suggest them to do, remind them to do, ask them to do, follow up with prompts and suggestions and reminders, all in service, of course, making their experience better, but also then helping you build your business, get more reviews, potentially add some of those video testimonials. We can store them as a widget. We can add all the video testimonials that you're getting. Ideally, you'd probably do it after 3 or 4 video testimonials as a widget that sits somewhere on your website. So we're adding as much social proof to your website as possible so that whenever someone reaches it, they're like, why would I go anywhere else? Of course, I'm going to go with all these people who have used it and have given video testimonials. So I hope you can see how much we're building in to try and get you more business. I've got lots and lots more ideas that I'm not going to release in this video that I'm going to actually build out over the next couple of months. We'd love to have you on board. If you're wanting to get into Marketly, if you're interested, just jump on the website, book a sales call. You can see a bit of a demo there as well. and we'll see how we can get you into the system and get you earning more business and making your business more efficient.